Pearl and the Prayers, and this is Tuned In Tarot, and we're here to take a look at the balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy inside of self, understanding that whatever state we find this energy in, we can expect to see that reflected back to us in our interactions with others, in our external environment. And if we want to see change, we do need to shift and change the energy within us. So I missed last week. It was a lot more hectic than I realized and didn't have as much private space to be able to do the readings as I needed. So I focused more on client readings, which I appreciate those who booked readings last week and were patient with me about the delivery of those readings. They did take longer to upload, just things like that from traveling. So I appreciate everybody's patience and kindness and generosity. And if you can continue to donate and book readings, we are still very much in need. In order to move into a new place, we have to raise quite a bit more. So please, if you can, click the link below and read the description of what we're raising money for and make a donation today. I would be very grateful to you. All right, so we're going to do something a little different because we missed last week and then we missed Monday. And today's supposed to be the no contact, no communication Wednesday reading. I wanted two themes to talk about, and I want to have a dialogue, masculine and feminine energy, because I like that format. I tried that yesterday. It was interesting. So I asked Divine Feminine, if there was one thing you wanted to talk about today, what is that? And she told me awakening. And this is the energy of the Judgment card about reconciliation and forgiveness and waking up. So she wants to talk about major things, big, major energy, major arcana energy. I want to reconcile. I want to talk about asking for forgiveness, receiving forgiveness, apologies, setting things right, awakening to the feelings we have for each other. And then I was like, would you like to talk about Divine Masculine? And Divine Masculine was like, nothing too big. Just minor things. I don't want to get too deep into anything right now. I just want to talk about minor things. But, things that have been a burden on you and ending that burden. I don't want you to be traveling alone by yourself anymore, carrying the burden of not only our relationship, but like your entire world, provision, protection, all of that just alone. I want to talk about sharing that with you and sharing with you. And it's, it's more practical, real life. Well, it's more like ideas about practical real life things too. It's like, I can tell it's not even like I'm certain about how to do this. It's just like, I think we should talk about some of these things. I think we should talk about some of the baggage we both carry, which, that's good. That's good. And masculine energy doesn't usually want to talk about stuff like that. But he's like, no, I think we should get some stuff out of the way first. But more mundane type of things. Where are you going to live? Where am I going to live? What are we going to do? Where's our long-term goal? Whereas Divine Feminine's like, I want to talk about awakening to our deep inner love and reconciling and forgiving each other for how we treated each other. And, Divine Masculine's like, well, what about the bills? Let's think about it. Okay, so we're going to address both of these issues today. I'm going to set these cards to the side, and we're going to address both of these issues. These are going to be the topics that we're going to ask both of them about. But first, we're going to do a little bit of like, hi, how are you today? Divine Feminine, you're walking up to the masculine energy. You're greeting him for the first time. It's been a while since you've seen each other. What are you going to say? What is the first thing that you would like to say? Like, what is your greeting? What's your greeting to the Divine Masculine? Divine Feminine, not disappointing at all. High Priestess energy. I knew this was going to happen. I knew that we would finally see each other again because I trusted my intuition. I trusted myself. And of course, isn't into small talk, has major, High Priestess energy right out the gate. Knew this was going to happen. Knew I was going to see you today. I like how she's like, hi, but also, hi, I'm here in my High Priestess energy. I'm on this level. Are you on my level? Like, are you able to say hi to me back? Like, with this deep and profound energy that I'm emitting. Are you on that level with me? Define masculine. I'm trying to decide. I think I'll put it like this. Okay, so masculine. She walks up to you and she's like, "Hi, I knew this would happen. Are you on my level? Are you as tuned in as me? What do you say?" What does the masculine say in return? Whoop. He throws the card on the floor. I love it. Also, look at the card. It's the Temperance card. His ass answers the Temperance card, the High Priestess card with the Temperance card. I mean, he is thinking on his feet. She's like, "I knew this would happen. I trusted my intuition. And did you arrive at my level?" And his ass is like, "I had faith that this would be divinely brought together. And I am at peace. And I bring you peace. And I come in peace." And both of them are like really happy to see each other, because that's major energy from both of them. That's like a hell yes. I'm so happy that you're here, but I'm also calm and peaceful. Both of these, like this blue energy of calm, and then the peaceful emotional regulation energy of the Temperance card, and healed. Like she's like, "Are you coming to me on my level?" And he's like, "I'm coming to you healed." Okay. She's like, "Okay, now we can talk. Now we can talk about some stuff." So I think we'll go right to the topics that we know are right on our mind, because we're getting right to the point today. What we want to talk about. Divine Feminine says, "Hi, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about awakening to this love. I want to tell you how you woke me up in my life, and how I believe you were sent from above, Temperance style, like you said in your card. And how I have truly suffered in this connection. But I have forgiveness for you. I don't hold it against you, because I really don't. I don't. But I have to acknowledge that it has happened, to honor and respect myself. And I hope we can reconcile any differences that we have and go forward." And so Divine Masculine would say, he would respond to that very big major topic of reconciliation. Oh, there's a card. Oh. I love that. Okay, so it was flipped over in the desk. Also, my pens are freaking out over here. It was flipped over, but what came out first was the Hermit card and the Emperor. So this is the Divine Masculine responding, "I'm prepared to speak to you about these major issues. I'm prepared. I'm coming with my own major arcana response. I'm not just giving you a little minor type of response. I'm giving you a big answer, big response. And you awaken me to who I am, and how lonely I felt for so long until you saw me, until you awakened to me. Awakening to our connection was a journey that I had to go on alone, which is why I wasn't able to be communicating with you. I had to get into this feeling of my own power. I felt like I could control things while I was alone. So being alone is something that helped me feel like I could control the dynamic between us, whether it would grow or change. But I really had to learn. And I also think that, reflecting upon this time apart, I think you awaken to who you truly are too, and what you're worthy of too. But leaving you alone was one of the most difficult choices that I had to make. It was a choice that an emperor makes in order to protect. And it was a very difficult choice for me. And I hope you'll forgive me for leaving you alone. And know that I didn't do it in a malicious way. It was a divinely guided decision for me. So I'm going to let the Divine Feminine respond to that. What do you say, Divine Feminine? We have the Ace of Swords, or the Ace of Voices here, and the Three of Cups. I want to know the truth about the third party energy and the connection. That's part of this reconciliation process. I want to know what it was that stood between the both of us that prevented us from coming together, because I know there was something else. And I want clarity about it, because it is something that was difficult for me to live with, to endure. So I want to know what was going on. I was healing from breaking a connection with a maternal figure in my life. It could have been a wife, a mother, a long-term partner, a baby mama. It's also just from maternal wounds I was receiving. So the big thing that was standing between us is that I really needed to heal from whatever experience I had with feminine energy in my past. Something that really made me brokenhearted, that made me afraid and need to protect myself. Like I needed to create my own nest because I didn't have like a safe place to go. So emotionally, I wasn't safe to feel my emotions, speak my emotions, express my emotions. I didn't want to wound your heart any more than I already had. I didn't know how to speak to you. I didn't know what to say to you. It wasn't so much that there was someone else as much as it was I was healing the wounds from having been with someone else or having had someone else have control or power over me. And then I didn't know how to talk to you about this process or what to say to you that would make you really feel better or help to restore your faith in me. I didn't know what to say. Okay, so what do you say to that, Divine Feminine? Oh. Thank you for enlightening me. Here we have the Sun. I'm happy that you're talking to me about these things. I'm happy to know that you gave yourself the space and time that you needed to heal. And you know, I want to have fun. I want to have a good time. I just want to feel happy now. I want to feel joy that this relationship brings me. Okay, so now we just need to address Divine Masculine's concerns. Divine Masculine here saying to the Divine Feminine, what I really want to talk about is this burden. I want to talk about sharing this burden that you have taken on, whether it's from, you know, past relationship that you've had or our connection, carrying the burden of our connection, or traveling alone or being alone or moving on your own, whatever it is. I want to talk about these like real life ideas about how we could share this, whatever that means. Okay, so then I was shuffling the wrong deck here. So then what do you say? What do you want to tell the Divine Masculine about? Maybe about the baggage you're carrying or about the burden or about sharing. How do you want to respond, Divine Feminine, to Masculine's concern about your baggage, I guess? Okay. The Empress. Okay. I'm the Empress. I got it. I can handle my shit. I can absolutely handle my shit. I really don't need assistance with that. But I will join power together. Emperor and Hermit energy together. I will come together to rule with you. But I figured out how to be abundant. I figured out how to open up to receive abundance. I'm creative. I'll be able to get out of any situation. Like, if you want to handle this with me, then make me your empress. Make me your wife. Let's have let's decide how we're going to do this together. Or let me handle it and let me decide how it's going to be handled, and don't worry about it. Don't worry your pretty little head about it. So what would the masculine say to that? Oh, got a lot of things to say about it. We got the Page of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. In that case, will you marry me? Even though I'm goofy and awkward and emotionally underdeveloped, and even though I don't know where this is going to go, and I feel a little bit like, pigs will fly when this actually all comes together. But even that, would you actually accept a proposal from me at this time? Divine Feminine. Okay, so the Divine Feminine is going to have to respond to that. I'm scared. Oh my god, this is so funny. Okay, Divine Feminine, you gave me the Fool and the Death card. Girl, you ain't playing. Major Arcana for me, when there's a yes or no question, is a yes. So this is yes, yes, honey. The Fool card is like, I might be a fool, but I'm going to believe that you have transformed, that you have changed. And I'm going to take the leap and believe that I'm fully supported. So yes, I will marry your dumbass. Oh my god, this is so funny. What do you have to say to that, Divine Masculine? What do you have to say to that? I can't believe this. This is not what I expected I was going to get today. Then let's do it. Okay? Let's work on it together. Let's build a sanctuary together. Let's actually make this happen in the 3D. However, I will say I still have connections from my past life that will, we will have to factor in. That's part of those mundane things I carry with me, part of the burden with me. But as long as you're willing to work with me and work with that past energy, then I want to do this. That's what I want to do. And the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. And the bottom of the deck for the feminine is the Two of Swords. So it's been really painful for both of them to be in their head. The Divine Masculine has felt stuck. But he wants to end this painful separation. The Divine Feminine has just been at peace with whatever direction things go in. She's surrendered that choice or decision. So if the masculine does choose to end the separation, she would feel joy about it. She would feel joy and happiness, and she would want to work towards some kind of positive outcome with the masculine energy. Okay, so great. Let's now take a look and see some advice for the pair. First of all, let's get one of these cards for the feminine energy. Go. Damn it. I had it and then dropped it again. So, this is about something being difficult for the Divine Feminine. Wow. That came out in the reading I did today for the collective on TikTok. So, that's true for Divine Feminine. We'll definitely read that card for her. And for the masculine energy, sweetness. Okay. Yeah, we've got a little bit more of that Page of Cups energy. So the Divine Masculine really wanting to be sweet here. But for divine feminine, we have consciousness. White cards have in common a sense of stillness. Moving toward a sense of calm may be something that you're working on right now or have worked on in the recent past. What do you need to know to find tranquility is the question you should pose to yourself. And your card says, consciousness is our ability to feel and sense what is around us and within us, and to tap into a deeper universal connection. Allow yourself to go beyond yourself and your ego. Tune into this consciousness deeply as you move forward on your journey. And for the masculine energy, tenderness and love, for yourself or another, or all about approaching things with a sense of gentleness and sensitivity. The question you should ask yourself is, how can I be more kind to myself and others? And how can I approach life with compassion and an open and soft heart? This card is a signal to savor the sweet moments in life and to remember them when things get rough. The small things in life are often the sweetest, but they easily go unnoticed. Sweetness is always there if you look for it. All right, then let's get a spirit animal. So each one of you will be able to say your final words to each other. So feminine energy, what would you tell the divine masculine at this time? And masculine energy, what would you tell the divine feminine? Okay, so feminine, nothing is wasted, vulture spirit. So this is your wisdom for the masculine today. You would tell him, what seems hideous has its own beauty, and the recycling and repurposing the vulture does is as important as any other activity in nature that supports the cycle of life. My message is that nothing is to be wasted, for nature sees value in everything that exists. What seems rotten and ugly has the potential to be transmuted into something beneficial. And you are reminded that any suffering you have experienced has not gone to waste, nor has mine. Wisdom and understanding that arose from these experiences are talismans that will serve us on our journey wherever we go. What is decaying is only changing form and will fertilize seeds we wish to plant, turning that which has passed away into the substance that will support new growth. All that you might wish to deny or discard has value and can be repurposed and reintegrated into the new you that you are becoming and the new life that you are dreaming into being. No pain was in vain, and no experience was wasted. For you have the power to use it to co-create something far better. This is the miracle in your partnership with Spirit. And that resonates so profoundly with her answer. The new beginnings and the endings with the Death card and the Fool. I mean, I've even seen a deck where the Death card and the Fool are like holographic images. Like if you flip it in one direction, it's Death, and in the other direction, it's the Fool. Those cards are so related. So masculine would say, be here now, hummingbird spirit. The hummingbird's wings beat so swiftly it can hover in seeming stillness as it drinks deeply from a flower. I come to remind you that the beauty and sweetness of life, which came up for him already, is in the eternal now, the timeless present. Here and now, we are becoming the people we wish to be, to have the experiences we wish to have. We must focus our energy on the flower before us, for what we desire is being provided. Yes, there are blossoms everywhere. The choices can be dazzling. My message is that we have no need to go about in search of something better, for all that we require and desire is before us. We will know this as we become still, feeling our connection to Spirit, who loves us unconditionally and will always provide for us. Okay, I like that energy coming from the masculine. So be present, be in the moment, be here now. All right, let's get a little bit of wisdom. So I would like for this to enlighten us as to a sense of how to shift our mindset in order to welcome communication from one another. So what does the feminine need to do to shift her mindset in order to open to communication? And what does the masculine need to do in order to shift his mindset to give communication? Chop wood was one of the cards I saw. It didn't actually come out though. Time to go. Okay. So divine feminine, what you need to do in order to open to communication. This is be in your energy of being poised. Number 48. Being ready. So be ready to receive it. Bringing something to light, being at your best, confidence. So be confident that it's coming. Be ready for it. Be ready to receive it. You can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. So get ready for it. That's all you have to do. Just be ready to receive it. When you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for deeper, more intimate relationships. You have nothing to prove right now. You are completely yourself and can handle anything. Love, friendships, and harmonious new connections are all present now or are coming in. You are ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. So, be in that energy and you will receive this communication. Divine masculine, time to go. The protection message, number 45. This is what you need to do in order to give communication. You need to tell yourself that even if it appears that you've reached the end of the line and all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that will resurface again later, so consider this a break rather than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. Your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural, as it doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does. Spirit loves you. Trust that. Divine masculine. Good luck with that energy, bro. All right, and then let's get your self-care activity for this week. So this is the self-care activity that will, every time you do this activity, it is going to heal some aspect of communication for you, Divine Feminine. So every time you engage in this specific activity over the next week, or if you only do it once, it will be a moment where your self-care is focused on healing communication. Meditate. Okay. It's perfect. Okay, I'm going to get the next card and then read them both. So meditate, Divine Feminine. Every time you meditate over this next week, or when you meditate, I want it to be really opening to receive communication. So getting into that poised energy. Maybe do a guided medication. Guided, medicated meditation that is all about communication. Look for something on the YouTubes. Maybe I'll make something. And then, wait, I still want to shuffle. So masculine. I didn't see that card. I'll have to look later and see what it was. But masculine, what is the activity you need to do to communicate? What self-care activity, every time you do it, heals the part of you that has this fear of communicating, or this fear that it's over? What self-care activity? It's taken me a long time to get it. There we go. use your hands. This was actually out on my desk before. I think we got it yesterday. So you need to use your hands. And I just saw a journal at the bottom of the deck. So both of you could definitely benefit from journaling. So Divine Feminine, meditation. Divine Masculine, using your hands in some way. And I will give you the mantras and the journal prompts. So for meditation, oh, they're also reverse of each other. They're the mirror of each other. 35 and 53. Oh my God, that could be ages for some people also. So Divine Feminine, your mantra is, I am at peace, which came up in this reading quite a lot. I am at peace. And I want you to journal, what blocks, real or imagined, prevent me from meditating? And what practical steps can I take toward removing these blocks? Divine Masculine, you're 53, and your mantra is, I create magic with my hands. So every time you use your hands, I want you to think that this, whatever you're doing, this calming, meditative action of using your hands, this is healing whatever is preventing you from communication. Your journal prompt is, when is the last time you crafted something with your hands and how did it make you feel? So when you are making something with your hands or using your hands to be creative, how does that make you feel? Something about that is going to be very healing for you. All right. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed this impromptu dialogue reading between the masculine and feminine energy. And if you need more, you know where to find me. Don't forget to click the live tab on YouTube. It has hundreds of readings going back for the last 2 years. Please book personal readings, private readings at tunedintarot.com. You can see all the tea there. Click the links below. Interact with the website. Follow me on all the things. Subscribe, share, and save. All of those activities that you do to engage with my channel. I appreciate them so much. It does help my channel grow, which helps me have consistent income, which helps me to be able to live in a place with my son, which is my one true goal right now at this time in my life. I have no other goals except to have some stability for my kidlet that gives him the freedom to be himself. That's really all I would like to have. And then I would like to have that same freedom myself in that space as well. So we're on a mission to be in an autonomous environment together, and we're looking forward to it. Thank you so much for all of your help. The schedule. So I'm just going to go with the flow because things have been a little up in the air. I am packed and ready to go at the drop of a hat if there's somewhere for me to go. So once I find that place, I will be gone. So I don't have a consistent schedule for you, but I'm going to try to keep to the rough schedule that I was keeping to prior to everything being kind of thrown up in the air. So I will, try to pop in at least 3 times a week on YouTube now that I'm able to do that. I will try to do some lives. I shall be most likely doing the live with Luna this Saturday, so you can participate in that. And yeah, that is my plan. And you can always find me on Medium Chat as well. Thanks so much for being here with me, and I will see you on Friday.